Hello guys, this is Arun. Today I will show you how to make a Zatch King Gravity Always Wins tutorial. Thank you for your patience. I apologize all of you for not doing tutorial at that time. Sorry, and thank all of you for your patience. So now we see the tutorial. Open Adobe After Effects, then import the required footages. I import 4 footages from my hard disk. After importing all the footages to Adobe After Effects, then import the first footage to the new comp. This is the first footage. Move the slider to play the video. This is someone pouring juice behind me. That is my brother. Then go to composition settings and add 1 minute, 1 more minute, then give OK. Now extend the timeline. Import the handout footage. This is the footage we have had falling hat. It is me. Take the footage like this. Put it on the table like this. Press Alt plus begin bracket to cut the footage like that. Now this is the starting point. Then take the pen tool and mask it out the hat layer so that it hides me. Then so only hat falling into the table. This is the falling path. Then go to the mask settings. Then give some feather. Click the stopwatch to get animation on the mask path. Then go frame by frame. To cover the hat part. It is to hide the person, that is me in that footage. Now select the layer, then duplicate it, Ctrl D or edit, duplicate. Now right click and go to time and freeze time so that it acts like a still image. Now go to mask path and remove the stopwatch, then rename it to the hat because it only hat. So align the mask path to get the separate only hat. After draw the mask, slide the layer up to 3 to 4 frames. Then press Alt plus end bracket to end the clip. Now we going to animate the position of the hat. So press P, then click the stopwatch on the position, then move the slider to the first frame, then move the hat to the top. After 3 frames, it merges with the actual hat fall from my hand. Now when we play the animation, the hat will fall from the top above the video. We later we going to match the footage to me. Now align the mask like that. Listen clearly. Now drag the handout layer once again. Then move the timing to when my hand is getting out of the hat. This is the frame, starting of the frame when my hand coming out from the hat. So Alt begin bracket to cut it, then take the pen tool and mask me to hide me. So that it hides my body. Then give subtract on the mask. Now it shows only hands out of the hat. The bottom video is finished at this stage, so we going to create a BG. This is my hand coming out from the hat without me. Now align the mask on the bottom layer little bit. Now we going to make a BG layer. Right click or edit, duplicate it or Ctrl D, then go to time, freeze frame, then name it as BG, that is background, then expand it to the end. It acts like a BG, that is a background layer still image. Now my hand is coming out from the table, so we going to make a hat layer overlay so that it hides my hand. So duplicate the hat layer, edit, then duplicate it. This is the hat overlay layer. I rename it. Then release the remapping. Now take the pen tool and mask it out. mask the hat outer layer so that the hand should coming out from the hat like that. Watch carefully. This tutorial is a little bit confusing, so watch carefully. If you understand the concept, it is very easy. Now we have the illusion like hand is coming out from inside the hat itself. Now solve it up, then time, then freeze frame. Now when we play it, there are a lot of trial and errors in this tutorial, so watch frame by frame. Align the mask. That's it. Then first time we get murk, then we go for the second time. So drag the layer, that is pick the juice layer to the comp, then Alt N bracket to close the clip, then drag the layer when the hand is coming out of hat. Copy the mask layer, then paste it to the new layer. Then go frame by frame, then Alt begin bracket or slide the, simply hold the mouse button and drag it to the required frame like this. I shooted incorrectly, the hand is just outside of the hat. In your case, shoot it carefully. Extend the hat layer. Now rename the hat layer, that is hat to overlay, top layer to hat overlay. Now hat layer to falling hat. This is for identification purpose only. So in your case, you rename whatever you like. Then add liquify effect to the overlay hat so that it aligns with the moving of the hand. So click and drag like that. I solo it. Pick the first effect. Drag to match the hand position. Don't drag too much. I fast forward it. Go each frame by frame, then align the cat overlay layer with the hands like this. So that it matches the hand position. Then go to distortion percentage, click the stopwatch, then play with it to get the required distortion on the hat layer. It is not necessary, but in my case I do it. Taking the juice glass, then now play the comp by press 0 or slide the slider. Go to all mask, give some feather to it to avoid sharp edges. We have the nice CG with it. Move the slider frame by frame, then extend the hat overlay layer to the end. Then press N to end the comp, then copy all the layers. Ctrl A to select all the layers, then pre-compose it, then give OK. Now we going to work on the front layer, that is sitting on the chair layer. Drag it the layer, then mask around the front layer, that is me sitting on the chair. Take the pen tool and draw the mask around me. It should not disturb the video that is behind me. That is done on the tablet itself. Draw the mask, then go to the mask, play it little bit. It disturbs the background layer, so align the mask slightly. This tutorial is all about playing with the mask major. Go to mask path and click the stopwatch to animate the mask path. Go frame by frame, front and backwards, simply by pressing page down and page up button to move forward or backward, but I do it with the mouse. Align the mask like this, frame by frame. Simply align the mask. I swallow it. Then align the mask to cover the front layer that is sitting on the chair layer. Go frame by frame like that. I set up the empty glass on the ground. Then candy at the ground so that I can pick up from the ground itself. This is the only empty glass I found on the ground. Then remove the swallow button. Now we have to match the time. For this purpose, we apply time remapping on the comp layer, pre-comp one. So apply time remapping. If you are familiar with time remapping, it is easy. Otherwise, it is a little bit complicating. It is time remapping is simple. Create the key at the first frame of the animation and the last frame of the animation. Then if you decrease the distance between the keyframes, it gives fast animation. If you increase the distance between the keyframes, it gives slow animation. That is the concept. Now I create two keyframes. Then decrease the distance so that the hand from the hat is coming down quickly. These first two keyframes are the timing between hand coming out and pick the murukku, then go into the hat. So it is the starting point I creating now. When the hand is putting into the helmet, move the starting point to this. These keyframes are the timing points. After remapping the timing, then select the layer, then Ctrl Shift D to split up into two layers, then slide the layer when I have the juice in hand. There are two instances, one with empty glass, then second with juice from the hand. Now cut the layer, then blend it like that. This is the slight cut, but if you act like this, it have a nice CG. Like that. Now we going to make the roto of the hand. Select the layer, then Ctrl D to copy, then go to time and freeze frame so that it acts like a still frame, then move the resolution to full, then take the roto brush tool, then draw around the hand with the juice glass like that. We get a nice roto mask around the hand with the glass full of juice. Now freeze the click freeze. Just solo it out or click freeze. It takes some time because each frame it will render itself to lock the mask. We can alternatively we can mask around the hand. I go with the roto brush. Then go to the composition. Now change the resolution to quarter so that it renders fastly. Then go to the roto brush layer, then click the motion blur, turn on the motion blur, then again remove the solo button. Now move the juice glass layer again by Alt begin bracket. Now we have the roto layer on the top. Now move the slider Replace the now we going to replace the empty glass that is pulled out from the helmet. Replace it with the juice glass roto layer. Watch clock carefully. Go back some frames. Rename it to the roto glass. Then take the anchor tool. Then move the anchor point to the glass. Now rotate to align it with the empty glass from the hand, like this. Rotate and align it with the empty glass. Then go to transform and click the stopwatch on all the alignments, like this. Then Alt end bracket to end the clip at the slider. Now go frame by frame. This is the first frame of the roto, so cut all the behind frames. If you have any doubt in this tutorial, please comment at the bottom. I think it is slightly confusing for the beginners, so watch carefully. Now we align the roto glass layer with the empty glass pulling out from the helmet. By frame by frame. Align it like this. After replacing the empty glass with a juice glass roto layer, when turn on the motion blur button on both the comp and the layer, we get the nice look like this. Then we going to hide the glass behind the helmet. For this purpose, create a new solid called matte. Then draw the mask around the helmet itself on the matte layer. Then go to alpha trick matte to alpha inverted, then add mask feather to 5. It's okay. Now press 0 to render it. Okay, that's it. We are completing the major part. Completed. Now press T on the rotor glass to get opacity, then change it to 80 or 90 so that it blends with the empty glass. Now go to the starting point. When we render it by pressing 0, we get the nice animation like that. Then select all the layers, then layer pre-compose it, click OK. Now go to comp settings and to 720 HD, 720 HD 25, then change the frame rate to 23.976, then click OK. Now scale down the comp a little bit, press S on the keyboard, this is P, press S on the keyboard, then scale it down, then align the position. Then select the layer, press P, then Alt click on the stopwatch, then type wiggle open bracket 2,10 close bracket. This gives a nice camera shake effect on the footage. Then click on elsewhere. Now press 0 on the keyboard to render it. Now we get the result. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment. Never forget to subscribe, like, share. Thank you. We will meet you in another exciting tutorial. Bye. Stay connected with me in Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We will meet you next time. Bye.